Every era has its frontier. A line between what is and what's next. We've played the game, built the legends, carried the weight. But this is different. This is where the game leaves the ground. No limits, no ceiling. No looking back. This isn't the next season. This is the next frontier.
Saturday afternoon in the Pacific Northwest, just gorgeous. Where else would you rather be? We have got a super important game, the most important game up to date of the regular season. You got the Utah Talons, you have got the Chicago Bandits fighting it out for the top spot during the regular season and the #1 seed once we get to the AUSL playoffs. You've got the standings, handful of games remaining. 1-2 all season long. It's been Utah, it's been Chicago. They're currently in the dead heat. Utah has the tiebreaker because of their head-to-head record against Chicago. Both Portland and Oklahoma City are going to fight out over the next couple of days to see who will be the 3rd seed. Hello, everyone. So glad you found us. This is going to be fun. With my partner, Natasha Watley, I am Eric Collins, and this is fitting. Final handful of games here in the AUSL regular season. You got Utah. They've been great all season long, and you got Chicago, who has been a house of fire as of late.
Yeah, well, this is exactly what you want at the end of the season. Everything on the line. The #1 seed is up for grabs. But what excites me is that both of these teams are completely different from when they face each other in the opening series. But for Chicago, the difference has been Skylar Wallace. Since she has returned from Japan, she has ignited this offense and is leading in AUSL in batting average, on-base percentage, and runs scored. And since her last series, 3 home runs in 1 game, becoming the first player in AUSL player history to do that.
She was incredible against the Carolina Blaze. He had a 5-for-5 day. This was back on Thursday, the first 3 home run game in the history of the AUSL. Good golly, an entire series for her that was magical. All right, we're getting ready to play. In the circle for the Bandits, they're the designated home team today. This is Lexi Kilfoyle. This game was supposed to be played in Rosemont, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, but because of the Canadian wildfires and the air quality, there was concerns about the health of everyone involved. So a quick ad lib, and we're playing 2 games today and tomorrow between the Bandits and the Talons in Oregon. Who knew? Aaliyah Andrews, lazy fly ball to right field, caught by Taryn Kerr, and we're underway. Let's take a look at the lineup card submitted by the Utah Talons head coach Cindy Ball-Malone. Just saw Leah Andrews. Jadalyn Alchins had a wonderful year. Woolery and Palacios are 3 and 4. Brie Ellis, Jaquish Wyckoff, Hannah Flippin, and Jada Coleman hits 9th. Alchin, we highlight her because she has been phenomenal. 26 hits and 73 at-bats with power. 4 homers and 17 runs batted in.
Yeah, Jadalyn Alchins, she's become a staple in this offense, just has found her way to the top of the lineup, and we know her story from last year was in the reserve pool, found herself a roster spot this season, and has just been leading this Talon offense.
Utah on the year, a perfect 3-0 against Chicago, but a caveat to that. That was the opening weekend of the season back in June 9th through the 11th. Games are played in Salt Lake City, and the Bandits in particular were a totally different team. The roster was still evolving back early in the season.
Yeah, so many changes. Lexi Kilfoyle being one of them, a pitcher playing over in Japan, and since she's returned, she's been undefeated in the circle. She's provided some stability in the circle, and that was the difference, just trying to figure out all of the pieces, who's going to lead in the circle. Skylar Wallace is back, and they've just been getting it done on all sides of the field.
Chicago, they've won 12 of their last 13 to catch the Utah Talons atop the AUSL standings. They will need to win today and tomorrow, though. Chicago needs to sweep this 2-game series if they want to have one more win than Utah, because they do not have the tiebreaker if both sides finish tied. And a great at bat by Alchin to make Kilfoyle work early in this game.
Yeah, she's seen a lot of pitches, so very different from Aaliyah Andrews. Aaliyah Andrews swinging that first 2 pitches and being aggressive. I think that that's a great approach facing Alexi Kilfoyle. She's going to come right at you. But also, if you can make her bring that drop ball up and make her throw a lot of pitches, that's going to be effective for the Talons.
Called strike 3. Alchin strikes out. Kilfoyle, strikeout number 15 on the year.
And this is that drop ball. It is such a heavy drop ball. It just gets on you. It has so much bite at the end of it. 55% of the time, she will go to that drop. So she'll tunnel her drop and her change. She throws that the most. And she'll go up the zone just a tad bit, but not often.
All right, this is going to be maybe a secret weapon here for Lexi Kilfoyle. Remember, she did not see this Utah Talons team back in June. So this will be the first professional at bat for the rookie Jordan Woolery against Kilfoyle.
Just with that heavy drop right now, she's hitting 68, so she's got a little bit of velo, a lot of break.
Woolery, 2 balls and a strike. 276 batting average for Jordan. Hit her first professional homer a week ago. She's got 10 runs batted in, despite the fact that she doesn't have the home run total she probably would have liked. She's consistently hit in the middle of this lineup because she's been a good all-around hitter this year for the Talons.
Yes, very consistent, very clutch. Always finds a way, and I love her in-game adjustments. You'll see her going to her 2-strike approach right now.
Last 2 batters have gone to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Softly popped into short right center field, and it goes in and out of the glove of Agbayani. Wasn't hit particularly hard. Agbayani had to show some range, just couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah, and I don't know if you feel this, but maybe it's the athlete in me, but I can just feel all of the pressure in this game and just what this game means. You know, just these little plays right here sometimes can be the difference. Agbayani having a good jump on that, but not able to make that play.
It's ruled a single, so Woolery is aboard. Means Kilfoyle will have to throw a couple more pitches here in this first inning. Charlize Palacios grabs a bat. Palacios had the day off yesterday. On the ground to third. Sammy Williams fires across the diamond, and the side is retired. So the 2-out single by Woolery does no damage. When we come back, Chicago heads to the bat rack. get a 2-out base hit by Jordan Woolery, but cannot do anything with it. Bottom of the first inning, and Chicago will go to the bat rack and get their hacks against Montana Fouts. Let's take a look at the Bandits starting lineup presented by Rawlings. We highlight Skylar Wallace because no one has been better than her over the last couple of weeks. And in particular, the last 2 games, good golly, 9 for 10 with 4 homers, 9 runs batted in. Just incredible. Williams, Barbara, Zirkle, Erickson, Jacopo, Kern, Dayton, and Agbayani rounding out the 9. Batting against one of the best pitchers in the league this year, Montana Fouts. First pitch called strike 1 to Wallace. Good look at Montana Fouts, making her 9th start of the year.
The last time we saw Montana Fouts on Wednesday, that's the most that we've seen her get banged up a little bit. Little tough start. But since then, I know she's looking to bounce back, and this entire season she's been in such complete control. I feel like along the years, we've just seen her continue to get better. What she's been doing so well this year is not only just climbing the ladder, she's implemented a drop ball, and so splitting the zone up and down along with her curveball as well.
Wallace very patient. She's looked at 4 pitches, hasn't swung at any of them. First swing comes up empty, 71 miles per hour, slips past her.
And that is just the aggressiveness right there. 3-1 count. You're seeing 3 balls. Most likely some hitters taking Skylar Wallace swinging.
Called strike 3. Fouts wins the first battle today against Wallace.
And that's that backdoor curve. And Montana Fouts, after you get her to bite with that rise ball and coming back in with that curveball, it is deadly. 48% of the time, you'll see that curveball should go side to side on both sides of the plate with that curve. Again, implemented more of that drop ball. She's throwing that more than her rise ball this year.
Next in line for Chicago, it's Sammy Williams. Williams, from A to Z, has been sensational. She's been part of this Bandits team all season long. 30 hits and 68 at-bats. That's a .441 batting average. Leads the league in runs batted in by a wide margin. She's got 33 runs batted in 23 games. Fouts looks good so far.
Yeah, and if you're the Bandits, you've got to jump on that curveball. You got to look down in the zone, look for side to side on the plate, split the plate in half.
Fouts, for the first 85% of the season, did not allow home runs. She was just magnificent at keeping the ball in the ballpark. But something has changed over her last 2 starts. She went 46 innings beginning of the season with 1 home run allowed. That dates back to what she did last year, too. Always keeping the ball in the park. But over the last 8 2/3, 5 home runs allowed. It's kind of hard to explain.
It is hard to explain. And
deep drive to center. Off the wall. Misses the homer by about 3 feet. Sammy Williams, a 1-out double. How good has Sammy Williams been this year?
yeah, she has just been so fun to watch. And just the adjustments, just making sure she's short to the ball. Again, Montana Fouts throwing 70 miles per hour. This is a curveball outside. If I am the Bandits, I'm looking for something on the outer half. This is middle out. Sammy Williams standing up on second.
So an RBI opportunity for Mac Barbara. .325 batter. Homer, 11 runs batted in. The pride of Long Beach, California. Total gamer. Loves softball. Barbara was not a part of this Bandits team early part of the season, so this is her first look at Montana Fouts. It really seems like a different lifetime ago that these two teams played.
Yeah.
It was June 9th through the 11th in Salt Lake City, but both rosters have changed significantly. More so Chicago than Utah.
Yeah, definitely more so Chicago. But, I mean, just that opening series, I mean, those were close games. It wasn't that Utah, dominated that series. They came from behind, had to walk off. So just tightly contested games.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Williams on at second, 1 out. Morgan Zirkle lying in wait in the on-deck circle for Chicago. Another 3-2. And it's low. A walk will put runners on at first and at second for Zirkle. Yeah, no one said it's going to be easy. Montana Fouts facing the best lineup in the AUSL.
Yeah, and the Bandits, they're so disciplined at the plate. I like the pitches that they're taking, that 3-2 count pitch, curve on their inner half. More times than not, if you're a hitter, you're thinking being aggressive, and nobody's trying to walk you, but great at bat from Mac Barbara.
We're going to have a pinch runner. It's Jessica Clements is going to come on and run for Barbara. So Clements on at first, ahead of her at second, Sammy Williams. Here is the most experienced player in professional softball in North America. Morgan Zirkle playing in her 169th game. And it's not just 169 games, 169th consecutive game.
It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And then also knowing that she is a head coach. She leads a program. And just finding a way to stay fit and stay in shape and stay at the top of her game has been so impressive.
Head coach at Marshall University down in Huntington, West Virginia. Morgan is a West Virginian by birth. She is from Milton, West Virginia. She has meant so much to Athletes Unlimited. Been a part of it since 2020. And oh, by the way, she can still play. She is on a 6-game hitting streak. Over the last 6 games, she's got 10 hits in 21 at-bats. Good eye. Two balls and 2 strikes. Little nubber. Woolery in time. 2 outs.
And Jordan Woolery being able to cut across and cut that off and not allow that to get to handle flip in. With the speed of Morgan Zirkle, you don't get her if that gets to shortstop. So that's a heads-up play from Jordan Woolery.
All right, the youngster, first baseman Jocelyn Erickson bats. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Ported past her. Erickson, 11 runs batted in on the year. She's got the batting average at .263. One and one.
Oof. I don't know. It's a good pitch.
Yeah, if I'm on Montana Fouts, I want the benefit of the doubt. Two and one. The Chicago Bandits have come storming back from a really slow start to play the best softball in the AUSL over the last 3 weeks. But they need to finish things off. They'll need to win both today and tomorrow. They need to flat out have more wins than Utah if they want to finish as the #1 seed through the regular season. There's Shonda Stanton very patient with their team as they got off to a slow start.
And I think that it's just a sign of a great coach. Shonda Stanton just able to motivate, inspire. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And just knowing that it was going to take some time for this team to gel. And, man, since they've gelled, they have just taken off.
Another 3-2 pitch for Fouts. And she wins the battle. It took her 31 pitches, but she gets through the first inning unscathed. She strikes out Erickson and strands a pair in scoring position.
And Montana Fouts, she is dealing, she is blowing smoke. Strikes out Skylar Wallace, Jocelyn Erickson, 2 big outs for the top of the first.
The AUSL is sponsored by Mizuno. We have made it here. Saturday, July 18th, Hillsboro Ballpark, Hillsboro, Oregon. Everything on the line. Utah, Chicago, battling for first place. Battling for the #1 seed when we get to the championship series down in College Station, Texas next week. Talons will have Bree Ellis, Savannah Jaquish, Kaylee Wyckoff batting against Lexi Kilfoyle. .386 batting average, 5 homers for Ellis, second-year pro.
And her approach this year has just been so fun to watch, and just the difference from last year to this year. Her mental approach, worked on that a ton during the offseason. And when they got into preseason camp, Coach Cindy Malone just asked her, you know, what do you need? You know, she said, if I am internalizing and not saying anything, please come talk to me. But if I am outward and I'm external, I am in a good place.
Count stays 1-2. Jessica Clements, who came on a pinch run for Mac Barbara, is still in the game. She's actually our right fielder right now. A little wrinkle defensively. Chopper. Third baseman Williams throws out Ellis. 1 down. Let's check in with Maria Tribal Piece. Maria.
Well, for the Talons, Eric, they have a great opportunity to stay here in Portland and play this series against the Chicago Bandits. Head coach Cindy Ball Malone saying, hey, we'll take possession of every field that we're on. And they really have. Before the game, Hannah Flippin and Taylor Tinsley going up to fans in the stands and saying, hey, if you're Cascade fans, today for this game, let's be Talons fans, encouraging them to do their cheers. So just really inviting themselves into this Portland Cascade field.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting week for both these teams. Utah thought that they're going to hop on a plane and head to Chicago, and take on the Bandits there, but instead finding out actually mid-game or post-game a couple of days ago that they were going to stay here. Air quality concerns moving the series from Rosemont, Illinois, out here to Hillsboro, Oregon.
Yeah, and you know, I'm thinking that from being an athlete, like if I'm the Talons, like I don't want to jump on a plane if I don't have to. I mean, the little hiccup that they had to check out of their hotel and change hotels. Obviously, Chicago had to jump on a plane, but when you're an athlete, you know, it's like good talent is flexible. Where are we playing? Where's the field? Where's my equipment? Let's go.
Good talent is flexible.
Let's
Write
go.
that one down.
Let's go.
Savannah Jaquish. She's had a nice year. She is a pro's pro. Really good with the bat in her hands. That's what's kept her employed for a long time. But she's also shown some fantastic defensive versatility this year.
Yeah, I call her a Swiss Army knife. You can literally put her anywhere. You've seen her behind the plate. She can play the corners. First time ever for her to play second base. And I had to ask her, I'm like, have you ever played second base? She said no. I'm like, you look like a natural.
Totally does.
Yeah, she's a ball player. She's a gamer.
Guilfoyle's 2-2. Jaquish has had a nice late season surge. She's got the batting average up to 246 with power. Had a home run in this ballpark a couple of days ago. 3 homers, 6 runs batted in. Fooled. You saw the knees just buckle. And for Guilfoyle, that's strikeout number 2.
And Eric, that is a problem, that drop ball. It is such a heavy break, and where you're seeing it fall, it falls at your knees. So you're saying, hey, I'm going to lay off of that. It's going to be high. Drops right in there.
That's just got to be so deflating when you know that the pitch was wonderful and you can't pull the trigger.
Just walk back to the dugout.
Kaylee Wyckoff bats. It's the first left-handed batter that Guilfoyle has thrown to since Jadalyn Alchin back in the first inning. Streak of 4 consecutive righties before Wyckoff. Off-speed pitch, 52 miles per hour.
Yeah. And she's so deceptive. Her drop, her change, coming out of her hand, the pitches look identical. So trying to figure out speeds mixed with that heavy drop, just so hard to hit.
On the ground, standard issue. Jocelyn Erickson makes the play, and the side is retired. Really quick work, Lexi Guilfoyle. 1-2-3 here in the second inning.
Beat the pitch clock. Now, Marisol, just like the pitchers, you're going to have 15 seconds to name as many stadium foods as you can. But you're not just racing against the clock. You will be playing against the Bandits, number 22, Taylor McQuillan. Are you ready to go? Let's go. All right, let's see what you got. In 3, 2, 1. Hamburgers, hot dogs, corn dogs, chicken tenders, french fries, grilled cheese, salad, ice cream, popcorn, shaved ice,
There's still no score here in Portland between the Talons Talons and the Bandits, and we talked a little bit about what Utah had to do to get here. Well, the Bandits had a little bit more difficult journey. They had to travel across the country, and as we already mentioned, this series was supposed to be on their home field. The Bandits' Morgan Zirkle told me, at first we felt frustrated, shock because of the travel and because of the change, but we were able to quickly adjust. We knew how important this series was going to be, and so it's much better to play it in a clean air city right now like Portland. They've been able to come out, do what they need to do, get the rest that they needed, and they're ready to go here today against Utah.
Sounds good. Thank you, Maria. We're happy they made it here. Gorgeous part of the world. Gorgeous day for softball. And you want these games decided. The most important games, you want them decided, ideal circumstances.
Right. And if you had to choose a place, you know, this is, I mean, just the temperature, the weather, it's been perfect here.
73 degrees on the rise. Mary Jacopo is the batter. It'll be Jacopo followed by Kern and Dayton batting against Montana Fouts, who had to labor in the first inning. She was in trouble, had to throw 30 pitches.
Mary Jacopo is just one of those calm, cool, collected, just such a tough athlete. I was there the game she got hit in the jaw, and literally the next game she's out there starting, playing. I'm like, who does that?
Missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chicago needs to win not only today, but also tomorrow. They need 2 wins. Utah needs just 1 to clinch first. To third, Woolery. Well, we are keeping a keen eye on the games all across the AUSL. This game is to decide who's going to come in first. Talons need just 1 win, either today or tomorrow, and they're guaranteed the #1 seed, which comes with a bye into the championship series. The Bandits, because they do not have the tiebreaker, they need to win today and tomorrow. Taryn Kern. Nine for 36 with a bat in her hands. That's a .250 batting average. Homer, 7 runs batted in. Fouts had been leading the AUSL in earned run average all season long, but lost that honor a couple of days ago when she got hit. Lexi Kilfoyle has now leapfrogged her, so Fouts is 2, Kilfoyle is 1 in terms of pitching ERA.
Yeah,
2 outs here.
She is making her way back today, though, just climbing the ladder with that rise ball. But everything is working so well. We've seen her go side to side with that curve, but finishes Taryn Kern with that rise.
Here's Bella Dayton, fouls it off herself. Second year in the AUSL for Bella. Does she not have a guard?
No.
Now, so many players have those shin guards. She does not.
No. And that is the worst.
Smiling through the pain.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. Right into her shin. Yeah, that's going to swell up.
Well, we got more AUSL softball coming your way later today at 4 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN2. You got the Oklahoma City Spark taking on the Carolina Blaze. They'll play again tomorrow at noon on ESPN. Catch all the action live or stream it on the ESPN app. Oklahoma City got a gift yesterday. Portland lost, and with that loss, Oklahoma City now controls their own destiny. They've got 3 games remaining in the regular season, but they still, if they win all 3, they make it to the postseason. And if they are fortunate enough to have a Portland loss, then they only need to win 2 more times to make it to the postseason.
Yeah, things got real interesting yesterday with that Portland loss, and they were in the driver's seat and had the opportunity to control their own destiny. But you just think about now, if tomorrow or tonight's game they win, they just got to sit and wait.
Dayton shows a good eye, 2-2. Yeah, we've got 3 series being played this weekend across the country, and all of the 3 series means something.
Yeah, this season has just been incredible to follow and cover. Such tightly contested matches. Every team is competitive, so much depth, top to bottom. And even just the Volts just making the comeback yesterday against Cascade. In terms of their season, just obviously that they're not in contention, but just the way that they've been playing, they're on a rise. They're starting to come together, spoiling people's seasons, trying to.
It's incredible. Last 25 games, 17 of the 25 have been decided by 2 runs or less. Swung on and missed. Fouts strikes out Dayton. Fouts has 4 strikeouts through 2 innings. Scoreless game here in Hillsboro. Welcome back, everyone. Bella Dayton's had a really good second year in the AUSL. Up and down that lineup for the Chicago Bandits, big part of their record-breaking offense that they've had all season long. And, oh, by the way, she plays a mean left field. She joins us now here as we play the 3rd inning. It is a scoreless game. The Talons and the Bandits first place on the line here in the final weekend of the AUSL. Bella Dayton can mash. Wiley, Texas native. Finished up her college experience in Texas. Did good work for the Longhorns. And she's wearing a microphone. She can hear us. Bella, how you doing out there in left field?
Good. How are you?
Good. I need to ask you about, you just hit yourself. You bounced the ball off your lower leg. You still feeling it, or is it kind of gone now?
Say that again?
You just fouled the ball off your front leg. Is it still smarting, or is it kind of going away?
Oh, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
You're good. Hi, Bella. Just wanted to talk about, this is your 2nd year in the Pro League, and just talking about the differences from your rookie season to this season.
I don't know that there's much different. I mean, we have a lot of the same people, and the new people that came in, including the rookies, are just as one as we were last year. We do a good job of just coming together and being a family, and just feeding off of the things that we can't control and the things that we can control.
Are there things in your game that you have adjusted from this season to from last? Personally?
Personally, yeah. I would say just sticking to my plan as a slapper and a hitter. There's some moments where I struggle with choosing one and before I get in the box, so just having a plan ahead of time has helped me a lot this season.
I hear you. Having so many options, it's your superpower though, right?
Yeah, it's a superpower, and sometimes it's not.
Yes. So, okay, facing Montana Fouts today, what's your approach?
Say that again?
Facing Montana Fouts today, what's your approach?
I would say just hunting the in. Earlier this season, I was able to barrel the in and.
Do you feel more comfortable running through the box or standing in?
I would say just standing in and then basing it off of that. And then obviously it depends on runners on, kind of the situation at hand. But since there was nobody on, practicing that swing away, probably move my feet next time up.
Nice.
Hey, Bella, I want to ask you about your center fielder. You've been next to Morgan Zirkle all season long. Well, obviously, we know her as the head coach at Marshall. When you play with her, she's just a teammate, or is she also an extra coach?
She's both, and she's a great friend. I would say that she does a great job of balancing, helping everybody out and teaching them what she knows and kind of just what she sees as a head coach, but also a teammate, being there for people, and the communication piece is huge from her.
As someone who just fouled the ball off your shin just a moment ago, your heel, I apologize. We talked about it earlier. Morgan Zirkle's now played in 169 consecutive games. She hasn't missed an AU game in 7 years. Just incredible how she's been able to stay healthy.
She takes care of her body a lot, and just being around her all the time, she helps me take care of my body. We always joke with her that she's old, but I feel like she gets younger by the day just with her personality, how she keeps herself healthy off the field and on the field.
Well, Bella, you have a nutrition wellness Instagram page where you talk about taking care of yourself.
Foyle gets it to first just in time to nip Aaliyah Andrews. 2 down.
You have an Instagram page where you talk about nutrition and wellness. How important has that been in your professional career?
I would say in the off season, it just keeps me disciplined in what I do, but also I teach youth, I give lessons, so helping them to understand what's good to put in your body and what's not, I think keeps them grounded as well, especially when they look up to people that I may play with or just myself. If they see you doing it, they think it's, a good thing, so they'll continue to do it.
Jadalyn Alchin is the batter. Runner on at second, 2 outs.
Yeah, Sammy!
Sammy Williams throws out Alchin, and the side is retired. Bella, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bella Dayton joining us here in the 3rd inning. It's another scoreless inning tossed by Lexi Kilfoyle.
Montana Fouts has been making a campaign for Pitcher of the Year, and this is how she's been able to be so successful. She's able to go up in the zone, climb the ladder. She can go side to side of the plate, and she can stretch the zone going side to side of the plate. Today, she's already racked up 4 Ks on the day, but just moving the ball around, has a lot of velocity, throws the ball firm, and just makes it so difficult to hit.
Fouts has faced 8 batters. She has struck out 4 of them. She has thrown 45 pitches, which is probably a higher number that she would have liked through 2 innings. Ilana Agbayani leads things off. Agbayani in the top of the order, Skylar Wallace and Sammy Williams. Knowing that Wallace and Williams are coming up, extra importance to get Agbayani out.
Yeah, and Agbayani, Bella Dayton, similar hitters, hit for power, can slap. But somebody like Montana Fouts, somebody who supplies the power, it's almost easier to move through the box, use your bat control, just try to get a barrel on ball.
Agbayani is born and raised in Hawaii. She gives you a hint of that when you look at her uniform number. She wears number 50, as Hawaii is the 50th state. Same number her father used to wear, Benny Agbayani, former New York Met, among others. Kind of full circle for me. I did Benny Agbayani's minor league games years ago.
That is so cool.
Yeah. Swung on and missed. Fouts strikes out Agbayani. That's now 5 punch-outs for Montana.
Yeah, again, just the movement. She's got so much spin and movement on this rise ball. It's actually killer.
So in the first inning, Fouts gave up a double to Williams, and then the walk to Mac Barbara. But since then, she has now retired 6 in a row. She'll have to put her head in the lion's mouth again, though. This is Skylar Wallace with Sammy Williams on deck. With this plate appearance right now, Skylar Wallace is now officially qualified for the rest of the season to be eligible for all of the average awards, batting average, slugging percentage, all that kind of stuff. You need 2.3 plate appearances per team game, and she's now reached that threshold. So unless she has an 0 for 19 game, she's going to be the batting champion of this year's AUSL.
And done it in just a small amount of time, right? She missed the first couple of weeks, returned back from Japan. She has just been on it.
Hotter than a tailpipe. A little bit outside. Let's check in with Maria.
Well, we asked Skylar Wallace how she's been able to hit so well, and she said, I'm just seeing strikes and getting on time, trusting my preparation, and then also going through my head, there's nothing. And those who get it, get it. Natasha, you might be able to add on that.
Oh, yeah. Nothing better than feeling that feeling, like just not thinking, just in the zone. You see it, you go for it, you get it. And that's the answer. Sometimes when you're frustrated and you're struggling and you're trying to figure out the adjustments, you're thinking too much.
Swung on and missed. Montana Fouts turning it up a notch. 6 strikeouts for Montana.
But Skylar Wallace having to go up a tough Montana Fouts day. Montana Fouts is in a zone, and I know she is so motivated from her last outing, and she is coming at the Bandits today.
Sammy Williams, the only hit allowed by Fouts. It was a double high off the wall in center field. Oh. League leading 33 runs batted in for Williams. Took a confident 2-0 swing and fouls it straight back. First place on the line. Chicago wins. They'll be 1 game ahead, but they'll still need to win tomorrow against Utah to maintain that advantage, because if both these sides finished with the exact same record, Utah has the tiebreaker. And it's got to just chap the Bandits, because they were playing basically with their hand behind their back. In that first series out in Salt Lake City, they came close. They lost 2 one-run games, but they were playing with some of their better players who were still overseas finishing up their season. Another full count. Fouts trying to strike out the side. That hit off of Williams. We'll do it again. On the ground, flipping. Side is retired. That is now 8 in a row retired by Montana Fouts. We're doing the thing. Getting ready for the championship play-in game, which is coming your way on Thursday. Everything's going to be in College Station. You got a play-in game, and then you got a best of 3. Top 3 teams in the AUSL regular season all go. We know that Utah and Chicago will be the 1 and the 2 seed. We just don't know who will be 1 and who will be 2. We still have Portland and Oklahoma City fighting it out to see who will be the 3rd seed. Jordan Woolery, Charlize Palacios, Bree Ellis batting against Lexi Kilfoyle. Kilfoyle allowed Aaliyah Andrews to fly out to right field to begin the game. That's the only time the ball has made it to the outfield against Kilfoyle.
And I want to say Aaliyah Andrews is the most aggressive AB that I've seen from the Talons, just swinging first pitch, second pitch, being aggressive.
Woolery had a hit against Kilfoyle the first time up. It was a softly hit humpback liner that went in and out of the glove of the second baseman. Sammy Williams has been busy. Makes another put out. That's now the 4th assist for Sammy Williams. 1 down in the 4th inning. So the Talons, they've already clinched a playoff berth. They need to win either today or tomorrow. 1 out of the next 2 days against Chicago to clinch the number 1 seed. The Bandits need to win today and tomorrow. Have to. The Cascade, because of their loss yesterday, they have allowed Oklahoma City to get back in the mix. Cascade does not control their own destiny. If the Spark, who still have 3 games remaining, if they can win all 3, Portland's on the outside looking in.
What a puzzle piece.
Yes. And we can watch it all unfold.
I know, it's so much fun.
Well, the biggest kick in the pants is for the Portland Cascade. They're going to play later today, and then they're going to have to wait for 2 more games to be played on Sunday and on Monday by the Oklahoma City Spark to decide whether or not they're in the playoffs or not.
Yeah, and that's where you don't want just, you know, the fate not in your hands.
All All right, Natasha, so this is probably a brilliant move by Shonda Stanton. You want your best defender at third, apparently, when Lexi Kilfoyle is pitching. She's been a ground ball machine. Already 4 ground balls to the left side of the infield that have been fielded by Sammy Williams.
Yeah, and that's what Lexi Kilfoyle does, is induces a lot of ground balls, that hard and down. You just get a lot of weak ground balls, and so Sammy Williams just eating them up today.
The right-handed batters are bouncing out to third. The left-handed batters are bouncing out to the first baseman. That's what the scorecard shows. 3-2 to Palacios. Lined into left field. Second hit allowed by Kilfoyle. 1 out single, Charlize Palacios. Monday night, the Dodgers going to take on the Philadelphia Phillies at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Part of a doubleheader. Second game, Cardinals taking on the Angels. That's at 10 p.m. Eastern time. You can catch both games live on ESPN and streaming on the ESPN app. All right, who will blink first? Opportunity for the Talons. 1 out in the 4th inning. Bree Ellis takes ball 1. Good hitters count for Ellis. Two and 1.
One of the things Lexi Kilfoyle said after coming back from Japan, she's been more focused on her actual movement. Before, she used to think about more placement, but now just that drop, such late break, so heavy.
Looking at the numbers coming into this game, Kilfoyle, 35 innings, only 3 home runs allowed. That's a low number.
Well, it just goes back to your point about ground balls. She keeps the ball down, so they're not going to really elevate much off of her.
3-2. Off the thumb, softly hit to left, and Dayton has to play it on a bounce. Was not hit hard, but in the right spot. Back-to-back singles, Palacios and Ellis.
I thought she was a little bit closer to this ball, and initially I'm saying, hey, leave your feet, but probably the smarter decision to let that bounce in front of you. If you dive and that gets past you, potentially could be a couple runs.
Well, we will have a defensive meeting in the circle. This is the first time today that Kilfoyle has had a bunch of traffic behind her. Single base runners in the 1st inning and the 3rd inning, but now 2 aboard with 1 out in the 4th inning. While we have a moment, let's check in with Maria.
Well, there's a conversation happening right now in the circle that's just about wrapping up, but that's something I've been noticing down here in the dugouts, guys, is just how many conversations are happening with both teams. Conversations between hitters after at-bats, conversations between assistants and head coaches, just trying to figure out how to get the upper hand on their opponent. You could feel the extra level of intensity in this matchup.
Thank you, Maria. It's an important game for both sides, but just absolutely critical for Chicago. If Chicago loses, they're guaranteed the number 2 seed. Utah's going to have 2 cracks at winning the number 1 seed, either win today or tomorrow.
Yeah, and with both of these pitchers, Kilfoyle, Fouts, you are trying to find that small edge just to crack the code, because it's going to be a small thing that's going to be the difference today.
Well, with Palacios now at second base, we're going to go to the pinch runner. Utah's going to bring in J-Lo Wright, who's a pitcher by trade, but she's going to run. It's an important base runner on at second. Wright's at second. Ellis follows her at first. Savannah Jaquish. Quality strike 1. back-to-back strikes.
Just the location on these pitches. Just angling them inside.
Jake was struck out, had her knees buckled on a drop ball back in the second inning. Softly, third baseman Williams gets the out at second. There are now 2 outs. Runners on at the corners.
Yeah, just a lot of weak ground balls that you're going to see from Lexi Kilfoyle. And Sammy Williams again cutting across, getting that force out at second. A heads-up play.
That's the 5th assist for Williams. Here's Kaylee Wyckoff, young left-handed batter with a chance to plate the game's first run. Wyckoff hit a worm burner to first to end the second inning. All right, Kilfoyle's got her setups 0-2. What's the wipeout pitch?
I would either go a drop far out or a changeup. You asked me for one pitch, but I gave you 2. A changeup down in the zone. See if she chases it. So that was a drop way out.
Oh, weakly hit to third. It's going to be a bang-bang play!
Ooh.
Out at first! What a dig by Erickson! Jocelyn Erickson saves the day at first with that scoop for out number 3. And there will not be a challenge. They're going to say that the out is indeed recorded at first and the side is retired.
Yes, and that's how you do it. Defense is going to win you championships, and Sammy Williams is flashing the leather all day, and she has got her pitchers back. Lexi Kilfoyle.
On a beautiful July afternoon in Hillsboro, Oregon, we have got a wonderfully played softball game between the Utah Talons and the Chicago Bandits. Scoreless, bottom of the 4th inning. Mac Barbara. It'll be Barbara, Zirkle, and Erickson batting against Montana Fouts.
And just thinking about both of these pitchers, why they're doing so good. Lexi Kilfoyle, 10 for 16 on first pitch strikes. Montana Fouts, 11 for 12 first pitch strikes. They are going right at these hitters. So if you are a hitter facing either one of them, I am looking for something in the zone to completely crush. I'm not taking pitches, not trying to get in any rhythm. I'm trying to be aggressive and swing early in the count.
1 and 2 to Barbara. Barbara heading into the 3 spot in the Bandits order. Bandits as a team leading the league in a whole bunch of offensive categories. They hit .327 as a club. But it's always been said, good pitching beats good hitting. And right now, the pitching of Montana Fouts is a little bit better than the hitting of the Chicago Bandits.
Absolutely, and she is just in a zone. You can just see the focus, pitch placement. And that's what's so fun to watch with Montana Fouts. She throws a lot of pitches through the zone, but she hardly ever plates pitches. She hits her spots. She'll rip that curveball on the outer half. She'll land it in the river.
High drive, standard issue right field. Andrews makes the play. And that is the first out recorded by an outfielder of Utah. Well, we've got WNBA action coming your way. You've got the Los Angeles Sparks going to take on the Dallas Wings. This is tomorrow on ABC at 1 Eastern Time, with Countdown tipping us off at 12:30. Catch all the action live or stream on the ESPN app. Again, early aggression, knowing the strike's coming.
Yes.
Morgan Zirkle fouls the first pitch back.
And I'm here for it. Just got to be aggressive. Make the pitchers uncomfortable. Make them make an adjustment.
Zirkle swings at a pitch up by her eyes. 0-2. Now she chokes up about an inch. Little touch to third. Woolery in time. 2 down here in the 4th inning.
But Zirkle just trying to make something happen, just trying to make the defense makes plays. Just a little bit too hard off of her bat, but try to tap and go.
That is now 10 in a row retired by Montana Fouts. In the 1st inning, with 1 out, she allowed the double to Sammy Williams and then walked Mac Barbara. But she's now retired 10 in a row. Talk about the mental toughness. 2 worst starts of the year for Montana Fouts, her last 2 games.
Yeah.
Gave up 5 home runs in those 2 starts. But it is not affecting her this afternoon.
And you're going to have your ebbs and your flows, and obviously, you know, Montana Fouts, she is human. The way that we've been seeing her throw this season, it seems like, you know, she's just been untouchable. But I think that that's what makes her great. It's the bounce back, how she shows up the next day.
1-2. Fouts is from Grayson, Kentucky. It's close to the West Virginia border. Golfed into center field. Coleman plays it beautifully, and the side is retired. That's now 11 consecutive retired by Fouts.
And just keeping some eyes on another star in the AUSL, Maya Brady. Since her return off of being off the injured reserve, she has just been powerful. She consistently hits for power, hits for average, and is tied for first in home runs in the AUSL with 8.
Fantastic season for Maya Brady. 4th in batting average, 3rd in OPS, tied for 1st in runs and homers. And the Sparks still with a really good shot of making the postseason. They got to win, but they control their own destiny.
Yeah, and I think with having her back, she's changed the tone for the Oklahoma Spark, and they're happy to have her back.
Hannah Flippen leads things off. 5th inning, scoreless game. Hillsborough Ballpark, Hillsborough, Oregon. Flippen, Coleman, Andrews batting against Lexi Kilfoyle. If you're looking at trends, there's been a lot of activity defensively for the third baseman, Sammy Williams. 5 times a ground ball's come to her, and she's made the play. Maybe 6 times a ground ball's come to her, she's made the play. She's also caught a pop-up off the bat of Hannah Flippen. So Sammy Williams has been involved in 7 of the outs. This time the shortstop's going to get involved. Skylar Wallace. That's the first time that Skylar has been a part of a defensive play, either an assist or a chance. More AUSL coming your way. We've got 4 o'clock Eastern Time, ESPN2. The Spark taking on the Blaze. They will play again tomorrow at noon on ESPN. Catch all the action live or stream on the ESPN app. Jada Coleman is the batter.
Yeah, when I think Jada Coleman, I just think straight competitor, just her ABs, her approach. I know she's been banged up a little bit this season, but just always a threat in this Talons lineup.
Natasha, you've played and seen a whole bunch of great softball over the years, and this is just an old school game. It's probably going to come down to the first mistake or the first great play that's made.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be the first mistake. Both teams are just, they came to play today, and these are the games that you live for. You know it's going to be a pitcher's duel, and it's going to take some time for your bats to get your adjustments. It's going to maybe take 1 pitch, 1 swing. That'll be the difference.
Coleman's played in a whole bunch of big games.
Yeah, going back to the Volts, Talons are playing the Volts, and Jada Coleman, first pitch faces Ali Carter. She throws her a curveball in. She calls a timeout. And just a reminder for athletes that you can call a timeout. You can take control of the game, and she comes back and hits a walk-off grand slam.
Right into the glove of the third baseman, Sammy Williams. They need to try someone else. She's been everywhere defensively.
And they don't call it the hot corner for nothing. Sammy Williams is over there. Honestly, she is putting on the clinic today and has Lexi Kilfoyle's back, making some sweet plays.
2 out, space is clear. Here's Aaliyah Andrews. Aaliyah is now the first batter to face Kilfoyle 3 times. Kilfoyle has let her defense work. She's only got 2 strikeouts in the game. Everything else has been an out by a defender. Oh, 0-2 to Andrews. Up to middle. Andrews is going to beat that out every single time. Infield single for Aaliyah. Good speed aboard with 2 outs.
And I am here for that. Leah Andrews just using the ground, and Lexi Kilfoyle hard and down. Use that ground in your favor and show off that speed. Man, she's so fast.
Andrews has got 3 steals on the year. She's not been caught. Jadalyn Alchin is the batter. Ball 1 to Alchin. 0 for 2 with the strikeout looking back in the first inning. With the season that Alchin's had, you can see the game turning right here. She has been nails all season long for Portland, for Utah. And it gets away from the catcher Jacopo. So without the steal, Andrews moves into scoring position.
And Leah Andrews just always on alert, and anytime you see that ball angle down, anybody with speed should be thinking 60 feet.
Count is now in Alchin's favor. 3-1. A base hit probably would give Utah the lead. Five-pitch walk. Alchin's aboard. Second walk allowed by Kilfoyle. Here's the rookie from UCLA, Jordan Woolery, with so many big moments as a Bruin. Chance for a big moment as a Talon.
Yeah, and these are the moments that Jordan Woolery lives for, and if I am the Talons, exactly who I want up to the plate.
And we're going to have a conversation. This is going to be an entire infield defense conversation with 2 aboard and 2 outs here in the 5th inning.
And here you're thinking just how to pitch to Woolery, if anything, just trying to induce another ground ball, use your defense. I'm thinking trying to throw her more in, try to jam her up a little bit.
For those with a discerning eye, yes, indeed, that is Taryn Mowat.
Yes.
Former great Arizona Wildcat, 2-time national champion. Pitching coach with the Chicago Bandits. Man, she was fun to watch.
Yeah, and she just does such a great job with her pitching staffs now at Mississippi State, but just so strategic. And she had a stellar changeup, had 2 pitches, and I feel like she was able to dominate in the World Series, but has able to translate that to her pitching staffs and allowed them to be more strategic.
That's tipped at the plate, so neither runner can advance. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jordan Woolery batting. This is a 2-out rally. After the first 2 outs were recorded, Andrews an infield single and Alchin walked. Softly hit, shortstop Wallace makes the play, side retired. So whatever Taryn Mowat McGinney said, it worked. 2 pitches later, the side is retired.
back there. It hit me in the heel.
So why are you doing that?
How does that happen?
Why'd you do that?
I hit myself in the heel. How does that happen?
All right, walk it off. Walk it off.
Going into the game with Bella Dayton playing out in left field. She will bat third here in our 5th inning. It's still a scoreless game. Talons and Bandits.
Yes, Coach Stanton asking her, why'd you do that? Well, if I could help it, I wouldn't, you know, but
she made it sound like it was rare. Did you ever hit yourself in the heel as a batter?
Never. And that is kind of weird. Like, how do you hit yourself in the heel? So I thought it hit, like, her calf, but hit the back of her heel.
Maria Copo will bat against Montana Fouts. Fouts has been spectacular. She has not given up a base hit or a base runner since the 1st inning. She has retired 11 in a row. 6 strikeouts in 4 innings for Fouts. Into center field. Coleman started in, has to fade back. 1 down. Let's check in with Maria.
Well, we've seen how well Montana Fouts has thrown today, and a big reason why is Charlize Palacios behind the dish. The two of them call each other best friends. Montana Fouts even has a podcast where she had Palacios on, and they just talked about their bond and the way that they worked well together on the field.
Great stuff.
Yeah, and just their connection is so fun to watch. And if you ever see them together, they're constantly talking the game, but they just have such a great relationship. And I think that's just so important when you have a battery that can connect like that, and they're making in-game adjustments, constantly communicating.
Well, Charlize just lost something, and she's reaching in her back pocket trying to figure it out. Is that the PitchCom device?
It's the PitchCom.
All right, so it fell off the pitch before. She knew she didn't have enough time, and so they actually went through with the pitch. And now she asks for time to try and get control of the situation.
Yeah, this technology is actually amazing. And then, you know, just the little malfunctions and things like that, but so worth it. And she's the one actually calling the game, Palacios.
You can actually see a good majority of the defensive players as well around the infield all have the PitchCom device, so they know what pitch is coming as well. Was that always, I know you didn't play with the PitchCom, but did you always, I know there's different ways to signal when you played shortstop on the national team and in pro ball.
Yep, so as a middle infielder, the catcher would actually put down numbers and put down a combination of numbers, and so we would just relay that out to the outfield so everybody would know what the signs were. So corners would come in, see it from the catcher. Middle infielders would actually relay behind their back, and it would just be usually combinations. But it would have been so nice if we would have had these pitch comms. I played in the black and white days, so
no, you did not.
before technology.
So why was it important to you as a shortstop to know what the pitch was going to be?
Yeah, so just knowing where to set up, how they're approaching the hitter, if they're going to jam her inside, maybe if it's a lefty, I'm going to play more up the middle. If they're throwing her more out, it's slapper. You just want to know where to position yourself, and also the outfielders want to know just if they're going to be kind of reading ball angle up, ball angle down, if it's a drop ball. So all of those things give you heads up and give you a little...
I'm going to take it a step further. When you were a batter and you were four-time All-American, won a gold medal, could you tell how the pitch was going to come to you by looking at the defense and the way it was playing?
Well, you're supposed to kind of start to shade that way once the pitcher starts their motion. So it's, I mean, yeah, sometimes, you know, as a hitter, you can see if they're aggressively moving that way and shading that way. But my focus is tunneled in on the pitcher when she starts her motion. So you don't want to give it up too soon. But also just helps you just reading the ball off of the bat as well as a defender.
Okay, we got our technology squared away. Montana Fouts, electric. Last two appearances, not so much. 5 homers in 8 2/3, but back to being the Montana Fouts that we know and love this afternoon. On the rare occasions, the last 2 outings, that Montana Fouts does struggle, what's the problem for her?
It's just if she gets around the heart of the plate, and she does such a great job of just hitting the rivers.
Woolery gives chase.
Yeah, I'm just impressed with Montana Fouts because she doesn't really rely on off speed a lot. And so a lot of people talk about, especially at this level, you got to change speeds. But she doesn't change speeds often. She's really, really precise with her movement and her placement.
Full count. Good job by Taryn Kern. She's seen everything Fouts has. Kern struck out back in the second inning. And she'll make Fouts throw another pitch. We'll do it again.
Yeah, and Taryn Kern, you can see her set up on the plate. She has done this. This is always her approach. She's always on the plate looking for something middle out, trying to bait pitchers, but you can see Montana Fouts just trying to jam her.
High pop-up. It'd be a home run in a phone booth. Hannah Flippen makes the play. 2 down. 13 consecutive retired by Montana Fouts, and this the most important regular season game for both the Talons and the Bandits. The Talons clinch the #1 seed if they can win today. The Bandits, they not only need to win today, but they need to win tomorrow against the Talons to clinch the #1 seed, which is super important because you get a bye. You don't have to play in that play-in game. If you're the #1 seed, you only need 2 more wins, and you're the champion of the 2026 AUSL. Here's Bella Dayton.
Yeah, and Bella Dayton just talking to her and talking about her approach, you know, just trying to decide whether she wants to run through the box or stand in. She said she felt a little bit more comfortable standing in. You see her running through the box, but it's just trying to figure some things out, make things happen.
Do you decide how you want to approach either running through the box or not when you're in the on-deck circle, when you're in the dugout, or actually when you're in the box?
Before I get into the box, so pitch to pitch, I'll change. So when you step out of the box, you know, kind of make my adjustments, kind of, you know, you're kind of guessing what you're going to get and make your adjustment then.
Two balls and 2 strikes. This is an important at bat for Fouts. She wants to get Dayton. If she doesn't, that means she'll have to face Agbayani here in this 5th inning. And even if she gets Agbayani out, then she'll have to go through murderer's row in the 6th, facing the top of the order. Swung on and missed. Fouts lets out a scream. That is now strikeout number 7 for Montana. We're still scoreless as we head to the 6th.
And Montana Fouts, she is in a zone today. She is coming straight at these Bandit hitters. 7 Ks on the day for Montana Fouts.
when I leave this game, I want to be somebody who can say, I'm here for you, I support you, and I can help you through this. And I want to show you that no matter what you're doing, you're going to be able to do it if you put your mind to it.
Got her! Taylor McQuillan slams the door.
I was born with something called Duane syndrome in my left eye. Over the course of 5 years, I had 5 to 6 surgeries on my eyes, a couple of my eardrums, and am legally blind in my left eye. I think as a person, it has made me a better human, made me more understanding, made me become a better leader and a role model. And then I think as an athlete, just learning that I can do anything that I put my mind to, and something that people may see as a disability isn't something that's going to prevent me from being the best I can be.
That feature presented by LabCorp, the official consumer health testing partner of the AUSL. Amen to all that. Taylor McQuillan is an incredible, incredible athlete.
And human, too.
One pitch, one out. Here in the 6th inning, Charlize Palacios flies out to Curry in right field.
Yeah, and I just think of young athletes just being able to have Taylor McQuillan as a role model of like not letting anything hold you back. And I think that that's what she represents, is just going all out, going for it. And such a good representation of our game and of our sport.
And she is ready. She's been warming in that bullpen just in case Guilfoyle needs help. First ball swinging, Bree Ellis, center field. It'll stay in the ballpark. Morgan Zirkle makes the play. 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Oh, Guilfoyle would love a quick inning.
Even quick.
Someone who would not like a quick inning is Montana Fouts. She wants to rest a little bit in that dugout.
Yeah, but again, just a couple adjustments from the Talons starting to pop up. They're starting to get underneath that drop ball, so not swinging on top.
There's no way Jaco swings the first pitch, right? Taking all the way, trying to give Montana Fouts a little bit of a blow.
So, yeah, she's just... Jake was trying to figure out if he called strike on the pitch or on herself.
Lined in left field. Savannah Jaquish is aboard for the first time. 2-out single here in our 6th inning.
And it's the adjustments. When you're facing a pitcher multiple times, you just start to tweak different things. That first at-bat, we see Savannah Jaquish get her knees buckled. And this at-bat, she is just in there, taking her hacks, being aggressive.
Kaylee Wyckoff. She was robbed her last time up, hit the ball right on the screws, but to the wrong spot to third. Softly to second, Agbayani makes the play, and the side is retired. So a super quick inning. Only 6 pitches needed by Guilfoyle. Side is retired.
as we come back in the bottom of the 6th, we'll see Skylar Wallace and see why she has been so good. She is the ultimate 5-tool athlete. She is versatile. She has played outfield over in Japan. She was playing a little bit of outfield. She has the arm, the gun. She also has the speed. She is leading the AUSL with 5 stolen bases. Hits for average, leading the league in average, and also hits for power. And we saw her have that 3 home run game recently against the Blaze.
She will hit second here in our 6th inning. It's a scoreless game. Bottom of the 6th inning. Agbayani, Wallace, Williams against Montana Fouts. For those who've been watching the Bandits over the last couple of years and know how important Erin Koffel has been to the team, she's not playing right now.
Yeah.
She's got a lower body injury. She's out, and they're still winning despite the fact that one of the best available bats is not available.
Yeah, and we haven't even mentioned that, just the success that they've had, and she was their hitter of the year last year, the MVP last year. So just what the Bandits have been able to do without Erin Koffel, and I just imagine if she was in the lineup, just the difference that would make. But Bandits still holding it down.
On the ground wide of third. Count remains 0-2. Montana Fouts has not allowed a base runner since the 1st inning. She has retired 14 in a row. She was in trouble right from the jump. With 1 out of the 1st inning, Sammy Williams doubled off the top of the wall in center, and then Matt Barbara walked, but no one has reached since. To short. That's where ground balls go to die.
Yes.
Hannah Flippin makes the play.
It's just pretty softball all around. I mean, I love Agbayani just trying to put some pressure on the defense. Good barrel control, good bat control, gets that to shortstop. And then, you know, Hannah Flippin, some of the best hands in the game. She gets rid of it so quick. And like you said, it's where the balls go to die.
Here's Skylar Wallace, comes into this one a bit angry. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. This comes on the heels of a 9 for 10 2-game window in Carolina. She went 5 for 5 on Thursday with 3 homers. She's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. And you got to go straight at her, because once she gets on first base, she'll steal second on you. One and 2.
And just the in-game adjustments from the Talons. Montana Fouts and Charlize Palacios staying away on Wallace. Her first 2 at-bats, but now curve in. But setting up that curve in to try to bait her to get back out. Trying to get that backdoor curve or that rise on the outer half.
Got her. How about that? Montana Fouts has struck out Skylar Wallace 3 straight times.
And Montana Fouts, she has got something going for her today, and she is just moving the ball. This curve is deadly, and you feel like you can crush it if you're Skylar Wallace, but such great placement and movement.
Still work to do for Fouts. Sammy Williams, the only batter who has gotten a base hit against Fouts. Williams a double in the 1st inning. The Bandits need to win today and tomorrow against Utah to be the #1 seed when the championship series starts. Keep talking about how these 2 teams have identical 15-8 records through 23 games. The tiebreaker is head-to-head. Utah has already won the season series 3-0, sweeping Chicago 3 games in early June. That's why they have the tiebreaker. Fouts the 2-2. On the ground, flipping. Sides retired. 17 in a row retired by Fouts.
And highlighting another star, Carlin Pickens, the rookie, has also had another electric rookie season and just so much speed. She throws 75, 76, 77 and lives there. And she is tied for first in strikeouts with Montana Fouts, 53 strikeouts on the season.
At 4 o'clock Eastern time on ESPN, right after this one, we will have that game between Carlin Pickens and the Carolina Blaze and the Oklahoma City Spark. Super important game for the Spark, still fighting for their playoff lives. We should mention, this is the beginning of the day that Pickens and Fouts were tied with strikeouts. Oh, my! By the way, Montana Fouts has 8 strikeouts. So, Carlin, you got some work to do today. Starting pitchers are going to be Pickens and Maya Johnson getting the ball for OKC. It's getting late. We've made it to the 7th inning. It's a scoreless game. This is some old school softball. Hannah Flippin, Jada Coleman, Aaliyah Andrews batting against Lexi Kilfoyle. And that's a broken bat. Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
The barrel of the bat goes all the way down the third base line. We've had issues with that all season long.
I know. And I haven't seen this consistently happen like this. You know, we've seen this happen a couple of times off of Carlin Pickens. But this, her barrel just flies.
You look at Flippin's face. She's like, should I watch the ball or should I watch the bat? 2 balls and a strike to Flip. Hannah's popped out to third. She's popped out to short. Kilfoyle has allowed 5 hits. All of the hits have been singles. She has walked a pair. So 7 total base runners, which has been considerably more than Montana Fouts has allowed. Only 2 base runners allowed by Fouts. That is fair! Down the line! Flip on her way to second. And she'll stop there. That ball goes out of play. It's a leadoff double for Hannah Flippin. Great start for Utah here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, and after a lot of weak ground balls, your adjustment, all you want to do is just hit the ball on the nose, hit it hard. Hannah Flippin doing that well here, and stand-up double for the Talons.
So Lexi Kilfoyle is going to have some work to do. A leadoff double.
He was blocked.
You want?
3 feet foul.
Here in the
He
7th inning.
thinks he doesn't have 100% either way, Shonda.
And if we don't-
Shonda, let's go. Either review it or not.
Then that is.
And the Bandits are having a word here as to whether that was fair or foul. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's all I can think of, too. And I think it was fair from up here.
Right, seriously.
Chicago is challenging the foul ball call, fair ball call, excuse me. That's the plays under review.
So the way the mechanic works here is until the ball gets to third, it's the home plate umpire's call. That's Scott Tomlinson. Once the ball gets to the third base bag, then it'll become the third base umpire's call, which is Gil Zayas down the line.
And yeah, if you take a look at him, he's getting out the way, but it doesn't look like he clearly makes a motion. So he's got to make some type of motion. So maybe that's what she's contesting.
Ugh. So if it just touches the line, any part of the line, it's a fair ball.
After review, the call is confirmed. The ball is fair. That's Chicago's first challenge. They have one remaining.
So wonderful news for that dugout. Utah's got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And with options, let's see if Kilfoyle is going to remain in the game. She has pitched so well, gotten in and out of trouble.
And Coach Stanton just immediately bringing them together and just trying to slow things down. In these moments, sometimes it feels like the game is moving quick, getting on you, trying to slow it down, stay in control.
Chicago cannot afford to lose this game. If they do, they're guaranteed to be the #2 seed. They need to win not only today, but also tomorrow. The Talons just need one win, today or tomorrow, and they would clinch the #1 spot. You want to be #1, not #2, because that means you do not have to play in the play-in game. You're guaranteed a spot in the best-of-3 championship series. Jada Coleman, is she bunting here?
I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking this is a good opportunity. You've got the top of the lineup coming up. Move a runner 60 feet.
One and one. Off-speed pitch looped into left field. Dayton makes the play. So Coleman cannot advance flipping from second to third. That's a big first out.
That is a huge first out, and I'm thinking, you know, I know Jada Coleman has that big bat, but, you know, I'm old school. Move that runner.
Aaliyah Andrews. She's had success against Kilfoyle today. Her last time up, beat out an infield single. 20th hit of the year for Aaliyah.
Yeah, and just another great situation for Aaliyah to think about using the ground. She can get it right side, hit behind the runner.
Right into the glove of the shortstop, Wallace. 2 down. So Kilfoyle is now 2/3 of the way out of this pickle.
And Lexi Kilfoyle just doing such a great job of just utilizing her defense, letting them make the plays. And that's all you can ask for right now in this situation.
One more out to get, and it'll be a hard one. Jadalyn Alchin. Alchin with 17 runs batted in. For Kilfoyle, this is her 4th time through the order. Alchin's 4th look at her. Off the thumbs in foul. Good effort by Williams. Man, Utah's all smiles after the leadoff double by Flippin. Looped in the air, out of play.
I'm going back to the off speed again if I'm Kilfoyle.
That's a great batting average, runners in scoring position. 458. Skips away from the catcher. Flippin cannot advance.
Ooh, there's the off speed there. It's a good take.
If Alchin can keep the inning alive, Jordan Woolry is on deck. Softly right side, Agbayani in time. And the leadoff double does no damage. Kilfoyle retires Coleman, Andrews, and Alchin in order to retire the side. And they may look a little closer to see if that out was indeed recorded at first. And this is going to be a challenge.
Utah is challenging the out call at first base. Plays under review.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's nothing to overturn there.
That's a great call.
It's a good call. Yeah, and Agbayani just knowing the urgency, charging that ball, knowing the speed of the runner.
That's where the shot, if you're Utah, it's 2 outs in the 7th inning. You need to keep being alive.
Right.
After review, the call confirmed. The runner is out. That's the 3rd out of the inning. That's Utah's first challenge. They have 1 remaining.
So, a chance for Chicago to walk this off. Bottom of the 7th when we come back. The AUSL is sponsored by Mizuno. 6.5 wonderful innings here in Hillsboro, Oregon. With the season on the line for the Chicago Bandits, they have made it to the 7th inning with a chance to win it with a walk-off. Montana Fouts, Lexi Kilfoyle, a combined 13 shutout innings.
Yeah, and I am loving this pitchers duel. They are going at it. This is the best in the game right now, going head-to-head.
Chicago will have Mac Barbara, Morgan Zirkle, Jocelyn Erickson batting against Montana Fouts. Fouts in her previous 2 starts had given up 5 home runs, but she's shaken that off. She's been magical, has not allowed a base runner since the 1st inning. First 2 pitches poured past Barbara. And 0-2, she calls timeout.
Yeah, and again, taking control of the game, and just, those are way out of the zone, and sometimes you just have to calm yourself down. Again, I never had a bat like Mac Barbara, so I can only imagine how that feels to just want to unleash on one. But you've got to still have great pitch selection, see the ball in the zone, do your thing.
Barbara's actually the last base runner allowed by Fouts. That was in the 1st inning when she walked.
It's a great take. A great take after unleashing on those first 2.
Two balls and 2 strikes. And again, swings at something outside the strike zone. 9 punch-outs for Fouts.
Yeah, and those are the little things right there, just as a hitter, doing your homework of just trying to stay within yourself. But Montana Fouts, hey, I'm going to stay up there. I'm going to keep climbing that ladder. Keep swinging at it. 9 strikeouts.
Here is Morgan Zirkle. Swings, hits it hard to left, run down by Alchin. Zirkle bucking for extra bases. Nice play made by Alchin.
Good piece and being aggressive. First pitch, Morgan Zirkle.
Are we going to have extra innings? Good golly.
This is great. If you're not watching this, what are you doing? This is the best.
Jocelyn Erickson. This is the best hitting team in the AUSL. Chicago, a .327 team batting average. They've got 1 hit today against Fouts. .116 pitches for Montana. Ooh. She still got it.
My goodness. And everything is working, and she's throwing everything at him. It's the off speed.
Fouts has struck out 9. Oh, she got her. That's the first base runner allowed since the 1st inning. She had retired 19 consecutive. But now with 2 outs in the 7th inning, a base runner for Chicago.
She's just been ripping it with this curve on the inside to lefties and just going right at. This one just gets away from her a little bit. Thank goodness for those elbow pads, though.
So Erickson will stay in the game. She'll run. Mary Jacopo will bat. Jacopo has put the ball in play twice against Fouts. Nothing to show for it. A ground out and a fly out. In the 3 games between these two clubs in Salt Lake City, June 9th through the 11th, Utah won 5-3, and then back-to-back one-run games, 1-0 and 9-8, a game that needed 8 innings to play. Evenly matched clubs, no doubt about it.
Yeah, and even though, you know, I just think both teams, great pitching, great hitting, great defenders. Who's going to be the first to crack?
0-2. High pop-up. Playable in left field. Alchin makes it, and we will go to the 8th inning. 7 innings of shutout softball here in Oregon. First place and the #1 seed in the upcoming postseason. The AUSL 2026 drawing to a close, and we've got an absolute pitcher's duel, scoreless through 7. So we will go to the 8th inning and play until we get a winner. You got the Talons, you got the Bandits. Utah needs just to win today or tomorrow to be the #1 seed. Chicago, led by Lexi Kilfoyle, they need this game to remain in the hunt for the #1 seed. They need to win today and tomorrow. Automatic base runner beginning our 7th inning will be Jalen Alchin. She made the final out at the 7th inning. So Alchin's on its 2nd. Both teams are familiar with extra innings. Lexi Kilfoyle remains in the game. She has been really good. Not as good as Montana Fouts, but really good through 7 innings.
And has been super impressive of just being able to utilize her defense. A lot of ground balls, a lot of pop flies.
Woolery squares to bunt, and she gets it down. Oh, that's what an All-American can do. College Player of the Year, known for her power, lays down a bunt when it matters most.
I am here for it. Hands in the air. You're playing for 1 run. You're playing for 1 run. That's all you need. Yes, she can crush it. She can hit it over the fence, but you're playing for 1 run and moves the runner 60 feet. I'm here for it.
So Alchin is now on at 3rd. Here's Palacios. She's put the ball in play all 3 times against Kilfoyle, including a hit back in the 4th inning. Infield squeezed in.
Yeah, now here's a situation with that drop ball, just trying to get under it, thinking of something that you can elevate, try to get it to the green, get it to the outfield.
Big hack. 1 and 2. In case you're wondering, Kilfoyle has not been a strikeout master today. Through the first 7 innings, only 2 strikeouts, as opposed to Montana Fouts, who struck out 9.
Yeah, and just 2 different looks. Both of them dominating, and you can get it done in so many different ways. That's why this is making this so fun.
Palacios, this will be deep enough to bring home the run, you'd think. Alchin tags. Here she comes. There's our game's first run. It's a 1-0 lead for Utah. Great job by Palacios just to put the bat on the ball.
Yes, run production at its finest right there. Moving the runner over 60 feet. Jordan Woolery sacrificing herself. And all Charlize Palacios has to do is just get this ball deep enough. You know Jadalyn Alchin has the speed. And the Talons are up 1-0.
In the game of softball, sometimes it's all about sacrifice. 2 consecutive sacrifices, once a sacrifice bunt, one a sacrifice fly, and we finally got a score. Long meeting here. Cindy Ball Malone having a conversation with Bree Ellis. 1-run lead is nice. 2 is a totally different ball game.
Yeah, and now it's, you know, the insurance runs. If you can try to get a couple more across.
Ellis 1 for 3 against Kilfoyle this afternoon. To third, Sammy Williams makes the play. Side is retired, but the Talons claw across their first run. They lead 1-0. Can Chicago answer with their season on the line? Bottom of the 8th inning. Charlize Palacios has just given the Utah Talons a 1-0 lead. Sacrifice fly off of her bat scores Jadalyn Alchin. And it's now Montana Fouts' job to protect this lead. If the Talons can hold on, they would clinch the #1 seed. They would advance to the championship series and not need to play in the play-in. The Bandits would punch their way to the postseason, we know they're in, but they would be the #2 seed, and they would have to win a playing game before taking on the Talons in a best-of-3.
Yeah, this is must-win right now for the Bandits, so essentially you're playing for the win right now.
Kirsten Roos is going to run. She's the automatic base runner on its second. Kern shows bunt, pulls it back. Inning was essentially made for Utah when Jordan Woolery laid down a successful sacrifice bunt. That's what Kerr is trying to do now. Kerr can't get it down. What type of pitcher is Fouts to bunt against?
She's got more upspin, so you've got to make sure that you're seeing the top of the ball, seeing it down.
Popped up. 1-2. Would you dare attempt to sacrifice with 2 strikes?
I would not. Now you got to stand in and hit. And that's based off of what I've just seen with Kern trying to get those 2 bunts down.
Now Chicago's going to have to do something they haven't done since the first inning if they're going to score a run. They got to get a hit. The only hit they had was in the first inning, a double by Sammy Williams. Nothing since. Oh, she shows bunt, and that's going to be out number 1. 2 strikes, a foul bunt is a strikeout. So it's 10 strikeouts now for Fouts and an important first out.
Yeah, after those first 2 pitches with Kern, you could just see that she wasn't able to have bat control. They weren't good bunt takes. And so I would say her best option would have been just to swing it, but that's an off-speed pitch there, making it really difficult for her. Talons win that.
10 strikeouts for Fouts. 2 of those strikeouts have been against Bella Dayton, who's in the left-handed batter's box now. This is setting up perfectly for Fouts. She's going to deal with Dayton and then Agbayani. If either of those 2 get on, then she'd have to face Skylar Wallace. Inside out swing. 1-1 to Dayton.
Yeah, it's just important, you know, with Bella Dayton, how she's approaching, how she's running through the box. Sometimes she's bailing a little bit towards first. So what's so important is trying to get this ball on the ground, trying to get something right side. So you've got to try to stay in that batter's box a little longer.
A bunt just out of the reach of Palacios. Well, if anyone had any doubts about who the pitcher of the year was going to be in the AUSL, Montana Fouts has quieted any doubts. Last 2 starts not been great, but today when her team needed her the most, she has been unbelievable.
Agreed.
133rd pitch of the ball game for Fouts. Popped up. Is it playable? Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
2 feet away from Palacios.
Oh, what an effort. Yeah, she is going all out. She is working for Fouts today. She had to go a long way for this. Almost.
Two-two pitch. Fouts is still bringing it. That was 71 miles per hour. We had not seen a faster pitch today.
Yeah, she's bringing it. She's moving it. Really unpredictable. Her and Charlize Palacios working so well, moving the ball around the zone.
Little tapper. It's going to be a tough play. Nothing there. Infield single for Dayton. So runners now on at the corners for Chicago.
And that's exactly what you want from Bella Dayton, is just focusing on getting that ball on the ground. You cause more havoc. What she does so well, she's more controlled through the box, whereas before she was almost vacating a little bit early too soon. Runners on first and third for the Bandits.
Ilana Agbayani, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. needs to put the ball in play. Popped up a bunt. Back to the screen. It is clearly hard to bunt against Montana Fouts.
It's hard. She's got more upspin. So if anything, you've got to be slow in the box. You've got to square early. You've got to think top of the ball. You've got to get your bat at the top of the strike zone, and you want to get above any of her pitches and trying to think getting that ball down on the ground.
All right, total team timeout for the Chicago Bandits. They're dreaming of winning this regular season, but they need to get at least one run here in this 8th inning. This is a super important opportunity for Agbayani. Got runners on at the corners. It's probably going to take a fly ball. With the infielders all the way in, the play's going to be at the plate. Talons have not only today's game, but also tomorrow as an opportunity to win the regular season and be the #1 seed. Chicago needs to win today. One pitch. Another bunt attempt is fouled.
Yeah. And I think just run through the box, slap, try to make some things happen. I would even think just deadening the ball, just like Bella Dayton did. Just trying to use the ground, because bunting is pretty tough off of Montana Fouts.
Fouts has struck out 10. On the ground.
Yep.
No play anywhere, and we're tied.
That's what I'm talking about. Use the ground. Use the ground.
Agbayani does her job, and we are tied.
I love it. I love it.
Well, the worm is now turned. Chicago now with a big-time pulse. Runners on at first and at second, and Skylar Wallace is the batter. The best hitter this year in the AUSL. Came in with a batting average of .571, but she's 0 for 3. She has struck out all 3 times against Fouts. Two days ago, Skylar Wallace was 5 for 5 with 3 home runs in a game against the Blaze. 0 for 3 today with 3 punch-outs. Oh, and 2 to Wallace. What has Fouts done so well against Wallace today?
That curve on the inner half, it's just eating her up. It's eating her up. She's over the top, she's early, and she loves that inside pitch. She wants to crush it.
On the ground, Jaquish. 2 outs. Only base runner that really matters is Bella Dayton on at third. If Dayton could come around to score, this game would end. Fouts has choices. She's got the dangerous Sammy Williams, but she's got a first base open. If she doesn't want to pitch to her, Mac Barbara is on deck. Fouts so far this season, only 1 wild pitch. Two and 0 to Sammy Williams. No one in the world this year has been better than Sammy Williams with runners in scoring position. She's hitting .575 in these situations. She leads the league in runs batted in by a wide margin. Bunt! She gets it down! It's a winner!
Oh my gosh!
What a play by Sammy Williams! A sneak attack bunt!
A squeeze! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I love it. I love it. I love the small ball. I love the Bandits continuing to put the pressure. Sammy Williams, your best hitter up.
The Bandits winning a game they absolutely needed to win, and just to make sure Utah's going to challenge, they're hoping against hope that maybe she was out of the box when she touched the ball.
Run third.
I believe she left early.
Oh, goodness. Bella Dayton, the runner on at third. Did she stay on third long enough? Got to wait until the ball leaves the pitcher's hand.
Right, and so they're saying that she left early. Oh yeah, I think she's still on it.
Probably a little closer than it needed to be.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's going to be enough to overturn that.
Yeah, and if just take a look at her left foot, her back foot still on. And I think she gets a clean start. But that's exactly how you play it, you know. Facing a pitcher like Montana Fouts, you're not going to get crazy, crazy pop, crazy power. So the small ball wins it.
So the AUSL leader in runs batted in is the only person who's able to get the bunt down against her.
Right. Exactly. And whatever it takes.
What a ball game.
Yeah.
In a game that the Bandits absolutely had to have to make tomorrow's game relevant.
Yes.
They win.
Yes.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed and the runner was left on time. Game is over.
What a ball game. Woo. Congratulations to the Chicago Bandits. They needed all of 8 innings to win this one and force an important game 25 tomorrow.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. What a game, and just a good game all around. Pitcher's duel, great defense, a lot of small ball.
Chicago wins 2-1 the final score. Stay right here. Coming up next, we've got the Spark, we've got the Blaze. For Natasha Watley, for Maria Tribal Peace, I'm Eric Collins. Now let's send to Chucky Kemp for more AUSL in Durham, North Carolina.